Hey guys, so what I want to talk to you guys today about is this idea of going 100% every day in the gym. It can be a pretty popular idea within CrossFit and within the sport of fitness, particularly when people start about this idea that if you want to be successful, you got to crush it every day. You got to go 100% every time you step in the gym. You go to Instagram or any social media and you like look at what people are putting up there, and it would make you think that if I want to do well at this, every time I step in, I gotta go there. I gotta go 100%. Yeah. If I want to make it to the regionals, I want to make it to games, man. The only answer is to go 100%. But can you do it? Is it feasible to step in the gym every day and just absolutely slay yourself? Well, you speak to anyone that's been training for any length of time, they're going to tell you it's not sustainable. There's a reason in like basically every sport ever. There's an on season and there's an off season. We can't just keep smashing it 100% every day. You just won't last. But we want to train hard. You've got to train hard to get that training stimulus to get improve and get the results you want. If you want to go to regionals and the games, you've got to train hard. So how do we go about it? How do you hit it as hard as you can every day without crushing yourself out? Well, there's a few things you can like implement with your training to make that a reality. And like the first one here is probably the most important step in the process. And I mean, anyone who's serious about their training, if they haven't already done this, is crazy, right? And that is getting a coach, getting a good coach. Uh, there are so many reasons to have a good coach, but primarily that they're there for you. They're working for you, and they're trying to take some of the heavy thinking out of it for you and set yourself up with the best program for you to get the results you want. They're going to help you have a plan, okay? From a daily workout plan to a weekly plan to a monthly plan to an annual plan. If there's a plan in place and you know what you're trying to get out of each day, you're going to be able to reframe what it means to go 100%. Okay, so if you've just been like grabbing workouts off the internet, you're just going to like CrossFit.com, you've got a bunch of training blogs, and you're just grabbing a workout and you don't know what you should be getting out of that workout, all you're thinking is, right, I just got to hit this thing 100%. Right? I've got to crush this thing. Right? The blog says 555 back squats. I just got to go as heavy as I can. But that might not be right for you on that day. Right? Now, if you've got a coach working with you and they know where you're at in your training week, and they know what your key days are during the week, like when you train well, when you train badly, they're going to give you that same workout. They're going to give it to you at the right time, and they're going to be telling you how hard you need to go. Now, if you've got an idea of what you're trying to get out of it, as I said, you're going to be reframe what 100% is, and you're going to get the most out of that session and put the appropriate level of effort in for that session. And mentally, it's going to help you out as well, because you're right, I've got outcomes for this session, achievable ones. You get them, you're going to feel so much better about training. Now, the other part of like knowing about how to go 100% every day, or helping your coach help you go 100% every day, is this one here. Know your numbers and track your numbers. If you start working with basically any coach, they're going to make you track your numbers. Right? If you're not already doing it yourself, they're definitely going to make you do it. So those numbers start telling the story, and we can see if you're going in the right direction. They can program accordingly for you. And the other one I put in there is know your numbers, track your numbers plus extra. The numbers tell a big chunk of the story, but they're not going to tell the whole story. What I like to see when I get people tracking their results is putting in a little bit extra, like, how did you feel during that workout? Easy, hard, energy levels high, low. Just being a bit more descriptive, you can start telling more of the story. I go back to my squat example. You could be doing 5x5 back squats at 100 kilos, and it could be feeling like nothing. Boom, felt easy. That's a very different 5x5 back squats to did my 5x5, absolutely crushed me, barely got through the 5. That's a different thing, and from that, a coach can adjust and review the program, make it better. Now, with that, it doesn't stay the same every week, and that's where you review. You work with a coach, they're looking at your numbers, looking at how you're going, and it's a constant state of review. You see it all the time in CrossFit where people will they'll grab a plan from somewhere, they're following a blog with there's no review mechanism, there's no feedback mechanism in there, so they just blindly keep going forward. And the results aren't heading in the right direction. You can see it from weeks ago, but they just keep plowing on. Whereas a coach is going to pick that up early and turn the program the direction it needs to go. Alright, so summing it all up, I mean, can you go 100% every day? Can it be done? Yeah, you can definitely crush it out 100% in the gym every day. You just need to understand what 100% means on that particular day. Thanks for that, guys.